Hi, this is Dr. Ned Hallowell, your host of the podcast Distraction. As we're all heading back to school, I thought this would be a good time to give you some tips on what to do. Obviously, you want to minimize distraction. So one thing you can do is set up a time and a place for homework. Now, kids vary what time and place will work best, so be your own experimental animal, whether you're the student or the parent of the student, and find, where do you work best, what time of day, for how long, and try to set up a routine. Routines really help once you find the place you want to be and the time you want to be there. Oddly enough, some people study better in an environment that's full of distractions. So minimizing distraction is not always the best thing. Some people study better with music playing. Some people study better in a busy room as opposed to a quiet room. Be your own experimental animal, but have the right amount of distraction, neither too much nor too little. Me personally, I get very distracted if it's too quiet. Another one is to try to get organized in the morning so you're not having a big struggle as you're leaving the door, going out the door. A lot of times families just melt down in the morning because everyone's, trying to get out of bed and get out the door and get breakfast. And good idea is to pack up the night before if you can, and maybe put a list on the door, a laminated list on the door. What do I need? Backpack, lunchbox, whatever supplies you need to have with you. Just laminate that and hang it next to the door where you leave. Another good tip is to have a plan for what happens when you're sick. So as a parent, make sure you have that babysitter in mind, or a Rolodex of babysitters, a whole bunch of them. And make sure you know the school's pickup policy if your child gets sick and you have to go in. Much better to be proactive about these things than let them create a crisis. After-school care arrangements, another important one for parents. Make sure your child knows where they're going after school, who's going to pick them up, where are they going to pick them up, what time are they going to pick them up. And if you have alternative people picking them up, make sure the school's aware of this. I remember doing this with my 3 kids so vividly well. These schools have legal responsibilities. They won't just let anybody come in. So make sure the school knows who is authorized to pick up your child, when and where. And then one more, sort of hit the ground running. Have the first week sort of model the rest of the weeks, whether it be the clothes you're going to wear, the food you're going to eat, the snacks you're going to take. And in that first week, go early so you can get to know the lay of the land, both as a parent and as a child. The teachers, what is there a new classroom? Is there a new architecture? Is there a new janitor? Whatever it is, you want to take that first week and really get to know the school well, so you'll feel comfortable and focused, not distracted by, having to look for places you didn't know where they were. Prep work is so important, and it will allow both you and your child to focus better if you do this prep work as you get ready for the school year and make it the best year ever. Listeners, if you want to reach us, please email us at connect@distractionpodcast.com. We love hearing from you. Send in questions, comments. Tell your friends about us. Download us on iTunes. We're getting started and we're building our numbers, and we'd love for you to pass the word. Okay, thanks a lot. This is Dr. Ned Hallowell, your host of the podcast Distraction, and let's have a great school year. Distraction is produced by Collisions, the podcast division of CRN International. Collisions, podcasts for curious people.
Hey, this is Sarah Gurton, producer of Distraction. I just wanted to let you know about our sister podcast, Just the Right Book, with Roxanne Cody. It's a podcast for curious and engaged readers that will help you discover new books in all genres, let you hear interviews with your favorite authors, and keep you up to date with what's going on in the literary world. I even heard that Carrie Bradshaw herself, Sarah Jessica Parker, will be making an appearance later this month. So it's free to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you listen to your podcasts, like Distraction. And if you haven't listened yet, there are over 100 episodes to catch up on, so you can binge listen in your car, at the gym, on your smart speaker while you're cooking, or anywhere, really. We just hope you check it out. We think you're going to like it a lot.